I hope they work. I hope they're working.
Hope they're working.
Well,
please let us know if they're not
well,
working.
we'll find out on the replay too,
Yeah.
or like when Caitlin goes in to edit it.
Yeah.
Also, like, where's a good place to put these?
Yeah,
I don't know.
This up here's too high. It's like bumping.
That works.
Yeah.
We'll have to experiment with it.
I hope.
If anybody has any feedback, let us know.
Yeah.
It seemed to work okay when I just did a teaser on Instagram.
That's so funny.
They are fairly simple to use.
Yeah.
Like, it's just got a little receiver plugged into the iPad.
Yeah, so
and then these
easy.
guys, and they were already paired. It was all, like, you just
And
take
they
it out of
charge
the
right
little box.
in the case, and
It's just here. It's just like this.
technology these days.
Comes out like ready to go. So, I mean, that's good because we're not technological. We don't do
Oh my God, no.
audio-visual stuff.
No, we're learning.
No,
We
I was
are-
looking at a bunch of different
Yeah.
options because, of course, there's like all sorts of articles for poor, non-technical store owner people that have to like do this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, the guy was recommending something and it's not available in Canada.
Of course not.
And he was
because,
recommending something else. Like, he said good, better, best.
Yeah.
And like the two bottom ones were like not available in Canada, and then the top one was $380 American.
Yeah.
No. So.
Sucks that so much stuff is just not available in Canada.
Yeah,
Like,
so we'll
I
see
get
if this
it,
works.
But you can always go and buy stuff.
This one
in
was
the
only like
States.
120. So.
You could buy some stuff when we're in
And when we're in Michigan, next
Michigan.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shopping list.
Yeah. I was looking at the Costco website for Michigan.
Yeah.
And I was looking at some things that like I buy here, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe they're so like those Fairlife protein
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Like my daughter has a lot of
Yeah.
trouble eating, so those are something
They're
that
good,
she
yeah.
can eat. And I think it's like $42 for a case, $48 for a case, something like that. It may have gone up, but in the U.S. it's $36.
Yeah, but with the exchange, it's the exact same.
It's going to be more with the
Yeah.
exchange. So like,
Dollars sucks.
I know. Yeah. So like, whatever.
But, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they just have more
Anyhow.
available stuff, like stuff that we can't get here. So
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
the good thing
Mhm.
about the States, I guess.
Yeah. Should we talk about stuff?
Yeah.
It's been busy. It's been quiet in the store,
Yeah.
but it's been busy. We've been receiving stuff,
Yeah.
making plans, wrapping up from a very successful weekend.
Yes, Knit and Public Day was amazing.
Knit and Public Day was amazing. We exceeded last year, despite
The rain.
the rain and it being cold and
Yeah.
not super
Yeah.
lovely weather,
Mhm.
despite an ice cream truck malfunction. And
Oh, is that why we got the cart?
we got the cart because the truck broke down. The truck might be like, I don't know.
Oh, no.
It didn't sound good.
Yeah, those trucks, they can be a bit finicky.
I don't.
think.
Well, because it's a truck.
Yeah.
Plus, there's refrigeration
Yeah.
and moving parts on the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, I
and
wonder if is it like the truck that was broken or the
I don't know. They
refrigeration?
just
'Cause
said
either could be.
They just sent an email said change of plans. We're bringing the cart.
the cart worked fine.
because the truck is dead.
So my son, I brought my kids on.
Yeah, the cart worked great.
And my son was like, oh, they come in cups because my son has a container fetish.
Yay!
He loves
Excellent.
things in containers.
Of course.
And he likes to collect containers, and then he has
Lovely.
like, little special trinkets and stuff, and then he
Nice.
moves them around all the time. Whenever he gets a new container, he has to move.
Nice.
So we never know where any of his stuff is.
Okay.
And then he just in his room has random boxes and cartons.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was
so-
helping my daughter. My daughter was like editing her closet yesterday, and she had a bunch of like faux leather jackets in this nice box that she's like, no, I'm not gonna fix this, so we're gonna throw it out. And I'm like, and the box? And she threw out the box too.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It was a really nice box, but
Oh.
she threw it out.
I'm at that age where like a nice box, you gotta keep it. When you get cardboard in a package,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, this is a really good box. Should we keep it?
No, I'm like, get it out, get it out, get it out. The less stuff
Yeah,
in my house that I have to keep
purge.
track of.
Yeah, we're
Oh
trying
my
to purge our house
God.
too. And then we were getting really good. I had gotten a bunch of baby stuff out of the house.
Yeah.
And like old clothes and stuff, and like sewing stuff.
Yeah.
And then Owen's grandmother had passed away, and he had to go
Yeah.
collect a bunch of stuff from her house.
Yeah.
And his aunts were just like, take this, take this.
I know.
And now we have this stuff that we're like,
Yeah.
And then he feels like he needs to keep it because what if someone else wants it?
then they can keep it. Then they
and
can
it's like
store
they
it.
would have taken it if they had wanted it.
Exactly.
No one has because she
No.
had a huge collection of
No.
Santas, and
Okay.
so now we have like 4 or 5 Santas, like display Santas.
No.
And I'm like, oh, and your cousins don't want
No.
these, so let's
No.
keep a couple. We'll pass them
No.
along.
No.
Yeah, he's having a hard time with that.
No, if they want, and also like if they wanted it, they would have
taken
kept it and used
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And
Because everyone
you're not
else,
obligated to
no.
hold on to someone else's sentimental.
Everyone else went
items.
through the house, took what they wanted. He
Exactly.
was like there on the last day, and so I'm like, no.
Exactly. No.
Yeah. So now we have some of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I have
fun
definitely
stuff.
gotten rid of some handed down things that I think people expected me to treat more preciously. And I'm like, no.
Once it's out of someone else's
No.
hands, it doesn't matter what happens to
exactly.
it. It's just,
Yeah.
you've given it away.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
It's done. Done. Yeah.
Let's talk about Christmas.
Let's talk about Christmas. Speaking of families and
my
heirlooms and traditions.
The Christmas fabric is
Christmas
arriving.
Christmas fabric is rolling in.
Yeah.
We have 2, 3. So this is our 3rd Christmas collection to arrive.
Yeah.
I think it's lovely.
so lovely.
I would not really call this a Christmas collection.
No, I'm thinking it's more of a winter.
I think this is a winter collection.
Yeah.
So there's cute little houses and some nice coordinates.
Yes. I love this print.
I love this print.
Yeah, and there's like a deer print, and then some like blendery plaids and stuff to go with
some
it.
like
Speckly
speckly
stuff.
textured things. And
The panel is gorgeous.
the panel, this little gold, and they'll have, like, it has gold accents on the collection.
So it's metallic with it, which is quite lovely.
And a little banner.
This is welcome.
A little welcome banner.
Yeah, so these are, the shapes are actually supposed to be ornaments, but you could put them on the banner with the welcome.
You could put them on the banner.
Yeah.
You could put them between the letters.
Yeah.
You could string them on the either side of the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really like
love
this.
this collection.
I think this is great for the people who are more wintry holiday rather than Christmas holiday.
Danielle yesterday was saying how much she loved this collection, and she's like, oh, I'm thinking about making a Christmas quilt. She goes, but I think it's kind of weird because I don't really celebrate Christmas. And I'm like, well, it's winter. It's like, and I said, the panel even says welcome. It doesn't say Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my gosh.
I also really like that all these colors, I'll put it here with the brown. I like that all these colors they're really warm and cozy, but they're like cool and like sparse.
Yeah.
I really like the whole atmosphere of wintertime when everything's sort of like quiet and it's got that blue tint to the color because of the sky and I really like
that. Very much
like
invokes those
calm,
feelings.
quiet, sparse sort of color palette.
Some of my favorite memories are like I grew up in the country, and we lived in a spot that's very quiet. We didn't have any neighbors that you could really see because we were on top of a hill, very isolated.
Yeah.
And my dad had animals at one point, and I can remember us going down to like, oh, let's go feed the pigs.
Yeah.
And then we came up and it was snowing, and we just like looked up at the sky, and it was just beautiful.
I know.
That sticks in my head, that exact moment.
I have a winter playlist.
Oh.
That's not Christmas.
Yeah, that's always
and
good.
it's sort of like all like, again, sort of like sparse, melancholy, not necessarily dark and depressing music, but yeah, like wistful, longing, melancholy, contemplative, meditative music, mostly like indie folk sort of stuff, because that's sort of trends towards it. But yeah, I really love that, and it's because it's just this like
vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
On the other end of the spectrum is this guy.
This is
this fancy lady here.
Oh my gosh.
Fancy lady. This is by Kathy Doughty. Daughtry, something. It's from Figo. This designer, she used to design for Free Spirit. She's Australian, anyhow. So Figo is scooping up all sorts of people.
They are. They're
amazing.
Yeah, I really love Figo collections. I like them because they're not usually huge.
No.
They often include lovely blenders, and their fabrics are lovely, and the price point is usually really good.
Quality is lovely. The price point, you cannot beat the price point.
And the company itself is Canadian. So that's always
They
a fun
deliver
thing.
stuff on time.
Yeah, usually.
It's the little things in life.
Yeah, I love Fico collections.
They do, like, they're usually on time, and if they're not on time, then they communicate very, very well about stuff being late. So like we've got another Christmas collection that is a little bit more Christmassy, a little bit holiday-ish, but it is like ice turquoise and hot pink.
Ooh, yes.
It is going to be so much fun.
That one.
It was supposed to come this month. It has been delayed to next month.
But they let us know.
But they sent an email. I'm like, great. I'm going to change my budget plan, and everything's great.
Yeah.
So these two collections, they're all on the website. We have fat quarters cut of them if anybody wants them. They're on the website, ready to go. They're in the store, ready to go, obviously. Fat quarters, I think, are still getting priced.
They're getting priced, but they've been cut.
But they are ready to go if anybody wants one. Yeah. And honestly, I was thinking, I was talking to Danielle because she accidentally cut too many
fat quarters.
It
happens.
It happens. It happens. But I was thinking, I think a lot of Christmas stuff gets sold as fat quarters.
I think so.
People are more like project-y.
Yeah, I think,
rather than
they're
yardage.
like, oh, I'm going to make a bunch of napkins and you need a fat quarter.
Yeah,
and
or like drawstring bags.
Yeah.
Or
oh, yeah, definitely.
Microwave bowl cozies. Or, yeah, it's sort of the time to start like thinking about Christmas sewing.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be rushed about it later on.
I always leave it to the last minute. And then I'm like, on Christmas Eve sewing.
Same.
And my husband's like, why aren't you with us? I'm like, I'm sewing your gifts. You know.
Because I'm a woman under patriarchy, that's why. Right. And I cannot free myself from these internal expectations. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Also, I've tried to make sure that we have Christmas fabric arriving later.
Oh, that's
in the year.
good, yeah.
Not all really early.
Yeah.
Some a little bit later, because invariably we get to December 10th and somebody comes in and they're looking for Christmas fabric and I'm like, I'm really sorry, it all sold out 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So here's the annual beginning of buy your Christmas fabric early because it will sell out.
It will,
I'm terribly sorry to tell you, but.
Yeah. I know, we always get those people and they're like,
I know.
I want to last minute make a tree skirt.
Yes. We're really good at suggesting alternatives.
Yes.
But yes.
Yeah.
We hate to disappoint people.
Yeah.
Let's
see.
There's a couple new patterns.
Yeah, we got a few new patterns.
You go.
These are some quilt patterns that we've gotten. These are from Toad and Sew. I really love her aesthetic.
I love how graphic it is.
They're so graphic.
It's so fun.
So they're kind of playing off each other, these two. They should release them at the same time. This one only comes in one size. It was, I believe, a block of the month or something she did, and then she decided to sell the pattern on its own. So it only has one design, because you know sometimes the quilts will have more than one. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love her geometric prints, and it wouldn't be too difficult because it's all just half square triangles and strip piecing. Super, super.
I really like when designers put solids on the quilt on the front.
Because they're timeless, right? Like you put a print collection on, and then it's like, well, that was from 5 years ago, and it kind of ages a little bit, I think. But these, this one's quite lovely too. It's a. Oh, and I see. She says this is the sister pattern to this one. So yeah, this one's quite lovely too. It would work in a print as well, but
it would.
And this one has 4 sizes. So.
But also, like, you know, we're finding people a little bit more price conscious these days. Solids are a great option.
Yeah.
Our Colorworks solids are $14.99. We just brought in a couple
Art
Gallery Pure solids, and those, I think we're doing those at 21.
Okay, that's
or
not too bad.
20.
I don't know. I didn't look at the bulk.
I forget. It's written down. So
Yeah.
it's in that sort of zone. But again, like not super expensive, you know. So
I love Art Gallery Pure solids. They're very
I love the colors.
soft. And the colors are lovely.
Colors are great.
And the fabric itself is really crisp and soft, and I really like sewing with it.
I think they'd make nice pillowcases.
Oh yeah.
Like matching pillowcases.
Yeah.
Just sew up a pillowcase, like French seam on the inside.
Yeah.
Just make a matching pillowcase for the quilt that you put in the bed.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I have to make a quilt for my son. He's going to college.
You're gonna send him a quilt off with
he
him?
kind of.
Did he ask for one?
Sort of. It's almost like, well, yeah, of course. it's not really like, it's like.
It's just assumed he's going with a quilt.
Yeah. So now I have to find purple fabric that he likes that I would make into a quilt quickly.
Yes. I find it so hard to sew for other people when they have a completely different aesthetic than you, because you're just like, this fabric doesn't excite me, and it's very hard to get motivated to sew that.
Well, I mean, I like purple, but he really likes purple, but it's like purples but not florals.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The last time I made him a quilt is with those Jennifer Sampu gradients.
Oh, I think
they
remember
they
those.
look very like sunset.
Yes.
I used a jelly roll of that.
Oh, that'd
it was
be a
fast.
good idea.
So
yeah.
we have some really
we have some lovely wide backs.
Wide backs.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
I just threw my microphone.
I hope that wasn't too loud.
It probably was super loud.
We're very sorry. We're learning.
We can't hear what you guys hear.
No.
There you go.
Yeah, so wide back from Wyndham.
This is so pretty.
This is so great. This would be good on just all sorts of things. This would also be great as just like as a duvet cover.
Yeah, that's one thing that you can do with wide backs is you could just make them into duvet covers or a whole cloth quilt if you really wanted to do that and like not do the piecing.
Yeah.
You could totally do that.
Absolutely.
There's some lovely whole cloth quilts out there.
Yeah. So we've got a bowl to this, and this is $49.99 a meter, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's 108
inches
so
wide.
It's super, super wide.
Yeah.
I like it because it's
got
that's
a massive bolt. It's so heavy.
Sashiko
stitching.
Yeah, so pretty. I love this
one. This one is so cute. It's so cute.
So this is Heather Ross, her strawberries.
Yeah.
It is.
You could also make a clothes with this.
Yeah, you could
like
totally do that.
Girl.
Oh my god, yeah.
Or like curtains.
Curtains would be lovely. Oh, these are so heavy.
It's really heavy.
There's a lot of fabric on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could do tons of stuff with this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this one for a while.
I love her.
And also $49.99 a meter, and also on the website.
Yes.
Yeah.
Available. Oh my gosh, so cute.
So that's the only Heather Ross wide back that there is. She just did this one. Yeah, they did this like collection of wide backs, like special wide backs from like their archives.
Yeah, because this is a print she's had around for a while.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But it's so classic. Anything strawberry, I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And strawberries are in season right now.
They are.
We were on the weekend when it was raining. My husband, he loves to pick fruit and stuff. He's like, oh, the poor strawberry crop. Anything that's ripe on the plant right now is just done.
Yeah.
But anyways.
The Shouldes has a cart right at the corner of Kirkwood and Richmond, and I need to go there and get a bunch. And
they have carts everywhere because they also have a cart right across from the experimental farm or like the Museum of Agriculture. And we go to the flower gardens there a lot, and we always pick up a basket.
Well, Shouldes used to have their cart at the corner of Woodruff and Byron.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But that's all torn up with the O train, and it's going to be like it's not a road anymore. They've closed that section of Byron, so the whole neighborhood's been kind of waiting, like, where are they going to go? So
because they got to go somewhere.
I'm happy. It's like right across the street from the superstore. So yay, two birds.
Don't buy your U.S. strawberries at the superstore. Buy Canadian at Shouldes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This looks great.
This is such an amazing pattern.
It looks like whatever. Honestly, people who know this looks amazing. It has, what is it? It is 3 sleeve lengths.
Yeah. Actually, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
5 necklines.
There's 4 sleeves because one has gathers.
Posts. Yeah, 4 sleeves. 4 sleeves.
Yeah.
5 necklines.
Yeah.
2 back necklines. And 2 bodice lengths.
Yeah. Super versatile. You can make like 90 different tops with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what it is, but also, so it might be difficult to do this with the wider neckline, but if you're doing like this neckline or this one, and you want it to size up so that it's not quite so snug, I think you could do that as well. It would be trickier with the wider neckline because it might fall off. But I think you could make this like slightly less fitted if you wanted to.
Yeah, because it is a very fitted tee.
It is.
It would work lovely under like a
layering.
Yeah,
like if you wear like hand knits, this would be
Yeah.
great for layering underneath.
Definitely. Or what am I thinking? Like use it a merino and it can be base layer, that type of thing.
Brilliant. Brilliant for that as well. And it would work really well with a lot of different weights of jersey. Like you could do a thinner weight, a thicker weight. You could do something really structured like a cotton and cotton spandex. Or you could do something that's a little bit drapier, like a rayon and spandex.
Yeah, or bamboo.
Or bamboo.
Yeah, tons of stuff.
Yeah.
Such a versatile
So
pattern.
many options. And it comes in her curve size range as well. So this is the 0 to 20. And then it also comes in the curve size range. And of course, the curve size range is a D cup.
Yes.
This is a C cup, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. C or B cup.
Yeah. Usually their standard is a B cup.
Yeah.
But a B cup
You're
just
right.
means you've got a 2-inch difference. It's not. So
Between
let's
high
talk about
bust-
cup sizing in sewing patterns.
Yeah,
They
so-
are different than your bra cup size.
Yeah, so bra cup sizing is the difference in inches between your under bust and your full bust.
Yeah.
And for every inch of difference, it's 1 cup size. So if you've got 4 inches of difference, that's a D cup. For dressmaking and shirt and clothing making, it's your high bust to your full bust. And typically there's a lot less difference there.
Yeah.
But the reason that that's important in dressmaking is because that informs the size and shape of your sleeve inset. Not only the how much ease there is for the bust and any darts or anything like that. So that's why that tells you a little bit, that gives you a little bit more information about how a shirt is going to fit with this upper bust and full bust measurement. And again, it's the same thing. Is for every inch of difference, it's 1 cup size.
Yeah. So like you don't necessarily like. So let's get some personal info here. I wear a D cup bra or a double D, but my sewing cup size is a B cup because I only have 2 inches of difference from my high bust to my regular bust. So yeah, I don't have to do an FBA or anything, even though I wear a double D sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
I'm just about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. This measurement and the cup size that you're making in your dress pattern also has a little bit to do with how wide your back is, your upper back.
Yeah.
Because around your rib cage, like your rib cage right here is usually the thinnest part of everyone's body, and then it starts to change very much above and below that, even on your back. So that's why, there you go, there's your factoid for the day. Do we have any comments?
No, nothing's popped up.
Nothing's
I haven't
coming
seen
in?
anything. No, there's nothing.
Okay. That's
No one
fine.
wants to interact with us today.
That's okay. Everybody's
okay.
busy. It's lovely outside finally.
Yeah, it's like almost warm out there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be actually nice today.
Yeah, I always check the weather in the morning to figure out how to dress the kids, and yeah, I was going to feel like 31 today.
But there's thunderstorm warming.
Warmings. I was looking. It's possibly this afternoon, but it's more overnight tonight. So at least that's what it was.
Southern Ontario.
Marie's watching. Hi, Marie.
Southern Ontario and like west of us.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's quite severe.
Oh gosh, that's where my parents are.
And like south and west, like west of us, it's quite severe. And there's
we're definitely
like
getting rain tonight.
Like some people were talking about like picking their kids up early from school.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because it's that bad.
Yeah.
So
we are getting it at an evening, and it's 100% chance. So
there you go.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Pants. I think we've already sold out of our first shipment
so I
of the regular size
just
range.
reordered them. They will be here next week. So Marie said she did. Yeah, you have to adjust. Sometimes, so we talked about bust adjustment.
Yeah.
You can do a full bust adjustment, but you can also do a small bust adjustment.
Exactly. Yeah, like if the shoulder measurements or the waist measurement or whatever fits you really well, but the bust is just a little bit too big, you can absolutely do a small bust adjustment in dresses, in any kind of clothing. I have a lot of friends who do that. Yeah.
Yeah. But this pattern, this is an amazing pattern too. I love it because it's got 3 different views and 2 different fits in there. So the wide leg has like a more flowy fit. Yeah. A little bit more room
like
in the
on
hips.
The front here, that's the
wide leg. Yeah. And then the peg leg and the shorts have a more closer fitting hip. Yeah. So it's super cute.
Yeah.
Danielle's made up a sample, and it is in the store.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. She did it out of the Brussels washer linen, and it's
beautiful.
Just so nice. And yeah, so we are. I think we have one. Yeah, we have one of these left, but more are on the way. And Danielle is doing a sew along.
Ooh, fun!
In July,
That's
I
great.
believe. We're gonna have the info on Facebook as an event soon. I'm gonna try to do that today. And yeah, so Danielle is going to do a sew along for that pattern on our YouTube page, so our YouTube channel.
And you don't. Well, I mean, you need like 3 meters of a wider fabric.
So Liberated, their yardage estimates give you way too much fabric.
It's a little bit much.
Don't follow that.
Yeah.
The best way to figure out how much you need is get the pattern, take the pieces, lay it out, and see how much you need. Because I made the hinterland, and they were like, you need 2.5, and I think I ended up using 1 3/4 or something, like, which is yeah. Anyway, so I would double check it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I like to tell people that for pants, you need, like, if you're, like, your legs are probably about 1.5 meters in length.
Yeah.
So, like, you need 1.5 meters for the front and 1.5 meters for the back.
Yeah.
That's a good rough estimate. So, I usually will lengthen things, so I would probably get the 3 meters, 3 1/4 meters.
And I'm like on the shorter side, so I can usually get away with like not so much.
Yeah. So, okay, so the last thing we had to talk about is in here.
I forgot about this.
So, okay, so buying fabric and my buying and ordering. So we have a budget based on like what we project our sales are going to be in each month. And sometimes that is great. You know what? It's always great because it guides our buying and gives us more information. But sometimes something comes out and I know it's going to be popular and I know there's going to be demand, but I also know that I don't have room in my budget because I've already spent it on other orders. And in Canada, because we're dealing with distributors, I don't have the option to cancel orders. It's a problem. So Lizzie House.
Yeah, so we announced this in our newsletter that we're doing a pre-order.
Gorgeous. So we're doing a pre-order for this collection because it is gorgeous. We know that so many people love Lizzie House and her designs. Yeah. It is a massive collection.
It is so big.
And it's the kind of thing where if I don't get the whole collection, I'm going to disappoint some people.
Yeah.
We have set up a pre-order. A couple of them have sold. We're pre-selling this quilt kit. So the quilt kit comes with the pattern and everything that you need for the front of the pattern of the quilt. It does not come with backing or binding. I think.
No.
There's very little information.
No, it's just the quilt top.
Yeah. I'm probably knocking people's.
Sorry,
I'm
have to
knocking
get used
people.
To this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get used to this. I apologize
we'll
deeply.
Have to watch it and see how it actually did.
So we're doing a pre-order for the quilt kit, okay? And then we're doing a pre-order for bundles from the full collection.
Yeah.
So we're doing a full meter bundle, a half meter bundle, and a fat quarter bundle. Yeah. And these bundles include one piece from all 37 pieces. So they're big bundles.
Yeah.
They're big bundles. But I have priced them lower than they will be priced per meter. And if you pre-order, you get a 5% discount off of that price.
Yeah.
So if you know that you're going to want all or most of the collection, definitely pre-order now. The pre-order is going to be open until June 28th. If we don't get a lot of pre-orders, then that'll also tell me to not order as much as I would have. I have planned for having fat quarters on the shelf of this collection, but it would be really great if we sold like half of it as pre-order. That would make it a lot more doable. So if you have any questions, just give us a call. This should arrive in January. The quilt should arrive in February. I'm also going to order the wide backs, but we're not going to do a pre-order for the wide backs.
No.
Unless somebody's really begging
So I was looking.
I'm easily influenced.
She's currently cutting this quilt out on her Instagram, Lizzie.
There you go. So go check it out.
She was mentioning that
she designed the pattern.
She designed the pattern.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they're going to sell the pattern except in the kit. I'm not sure.
I am not sure
because
either.
I don't see it available.
I don't see it anywhere. Yeah.
And
so if you want the pattern.
Yeah, and she's talking about creating acrylic templates for this because you have to cut circles and triangles and stuff. So it's super helpful to have acrylic templates. So if we can get our hands on those, we will also.
Brilliant.
Do that,
yeah. So that's a TBD.
Yeah.
So yeah, buy this.
Oh my God, it's
please.
So pretty.
So pretty. I
love this.
I think this is going to be very happy in people's stashes.
Yeah.
It's got the pearl bracelets. It's got the swans. I love the swans.
So she hasn't designed for quite some time.
She took a break.
What's the story behind that?
I think maybe just a little bit of burnout or wanting to do something else. I think she went back to, she does like surface design for paper and stuff. So I think maybe she went back to that for a little while. But it sounds from the copy for this collection that she's back to designing fabric, and there will be more collections as well.
Exciting.
So also I want to tell you that the Fat Quarter Bundle is not the manufacturer's Fat Quarter Bundle. We're cutting our own.
So
they are fat meters, fat quarter meters, not fat quarter yards.
It's not going to be 18 by 22. It'll be 20 by 22. The fat quarters.
Exactly, and then half meter bundles and full meter bundles. So that's just how we roll.
Yeah. Because we're Canadian.
Because we're Canadian. But I looked at the pricing of these compared to what we're going to cut, and it's the same price.
And you'll get more fabric.
And you'll get more fabric. You'll get about 10%.
Ooh.
3%? No. Yeah. It's about 10% more fabric. Yeah. So keep that in mind. We're going to close this pre-order on June 28th. So the day before Fifth Saturday.
Yeah.
We're not putting this in Fifth Saturday. And I need to submit my order. And the earlier I am in the queue of orders submitted, the more reliable and the sooner we will get our order in store.
That's right.
So that is that.
They do it as a first come, first serve, right?
They do, yes. I feel like there was something else and we're forgetting.
Well, we've got our bag membership.
Bag membership.
So we haven't released it, but we let people know about it. So signups are going to be July 1st to the 15th.
Yes.
You can only sign up during that period, and then it's going to be closed for signups for a year.
For a year. You can withdraw at any time, but if you withdraw, then you have to go, the next time there's an opening, you have to subscribe again at that price.
Yeah.
If you keep your membership active and current, your price will never change. I think people maybe are not understanding that.
Yeah.
But we'll just keep saying it. As long as your membership is current and active, your price will never change.
Because the price right now is $129 each quarter. So every 3 months you're going to be billed $129, and every 3 months you're going to get a new kit.
Yep.
And all that goes along with that. And so let's say in 2 years you're still only paying $129 for that, even though new people are paying more than that, because that's how prices happen.
We've had some people asking about like what we're going to do, and we have a lot of plans.
We've lots of ideas.
Lots of ideas.
But we're also kind of keeping it loose,
open and loose.
See what new patterns are released, because we'd love to do new stuff and exciting stuff.
Down the road we might do like a capsule collection, all planned and coordinated. I'm not sure. I mean, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
So
we have ideas.
There's so many different bags out there.
Oh my gosh.
We've got a lot of different ideas and plans. So we're still taking names for the wait list, and yes, that wait list is gonna I'll be sending it out on July 1st, and I'll make that product active on the website. And space is limited. We don't want to say no to anybody, but space is limited and the sign-up window is limited. So don't delay if you are wanting to sign up for that.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Okay, well, we should go about our day.
We should go about our day.
Yakking for a while.
And I hope everybody has a really lovely weekend.
Father's Day weekend.
It is Father's Day weekend. Tell me why somebody planned a trip for a bunch of teenagers on Father's Day weekend. I don't know.
Fathers needed a break, I guess. I don't know.
Could be. Could be. Yeah, my youngest is going away for the weekend, so.
Oh, that'll be nice.
He'll be fine. He'll be back on like Sunday afternoon. Have a good day, everybody. There's the X button.
Yeah, it moves. Okay.